Christmas!
You can't do that.
Hello, fellow pilots. I hope you have a lovely Christmas 2024, like myself, and you enjoyed the time as much as the presents. And today I'm going to talk about B-29c Super-Fortress, which is actually part of my present because I allowed myself to buy this pretty expensive set just before Christmas, and now I had few battles in it already, so I would like to share my experience with you. And I try to answer three basic questions: is this machine overpowered, how to defeat it, and is it really worth the money? So let's start with the biggest advantage of B-29c, and it's defense's armament. Two turrets on the top, two turrets on the bottom, and they are equipped with 12.7 heavy machine guns. And in the tail we have a 20mm cannon combined with two heavy machine guns. So extremely powerful defenses. Basically everything what's going behind this bomber, it's gonna be deleted, vaporized very quickly basically. There's no match on any heavy fighter. I mean, there's few top the best heavy fighters which can engage this bomber effectively, but even though it's possible, but it's extremely difficult, and it all depends on the skill of the bomber pilot and skill of the heavy fighter pilot. But if someone's trying to do that in light fighter, it's just suicidal. I wouldn't try that. I wouldn't even go close to it. If it's any player who know what he's doing in this bomber, then ignore this and start capturing sectors. Basically, if you are in a light fighter, that's it. That's all you can do. Another advantage are bombs. We have extremely powerful bomb load. Two sets of 40 bombs. Altogether is like 172,000 of cumulative damage, which is enormous. And the base reload time is however 80 seconds, so extremely long. That can go down to below 1 minute with the equipment, even though it's still pretty long, but thanks to overpowered defenses of this plane we can use them in an offensive way, flying into the sector and destroying air defense aircrafts. We have very good survivability too, and we have like 2,500 HP base, and that can be increased to way over 3,000 HP, so combined with those defenses, this plane is flying air defense platform. Now another important factor is speed. Well, we have 670 km per hour top speed, and in a dive 800 km per hour, 60 seconds of boost, and cruise speed only 379. Most of the players, quite obviously, will put some gas turbine to increase the speed, and we also will be increasing the bomb reload. So basically in the end we will have the same speed, top speed, as what we start with, yeah? Because when we increase the bomb reload, that goes with the price of the speed. So when we put gas turbine on the engine, that will just make it the same effect, like around 670 km per hour. So basically we have a pretty slow bomber, and we can't do much about this. Altitude characteristics are very good, but I don't find myself to use the high altitude bombing here. Rather mid altitude or low altitude are the most effective. And in most of the time I also use my air defense capabilities, we can say, defenses armament, yeah. It's most effectively used on mid altitude, let's say. And now the big question, is this plane overpowered? Well, the answer is not so simple, because it depends on couple factors like server and map. So if we play on American server, where 90% of time we have battle 2 against 2 or 1 against 1, and the rest of the team are bots, then B-29c is not so overpowered over there. And the reason for that is simple: any other tier 8 bomber can cap mining plant faster. They all fly faster, they have faster bomb reload, and in the end they will cap sectors faster, and that's the end game. And there are many other planes that can outcap B-29c, even light fighters. If we go one on the map with 5 garrison, and there is plenty of light fighters which can fly faster and take over sectors quicker. Now, in the European server, where we have much more players, this plane can use his advantage much better, because bombers on the European server encounter opposition human players in the heavy fighters, which can take them out. And to take out B-29c, it's extremely difficult, and that's give advantage. Um, like, he can go through any defenses and take over sectors, despite heavy fighter defending them. And this is huge. So I'm flying on the European server, and there is no doubt in my mind that I'm flying overpower plane. Now, another question was how to destroy this monster. Well, let's try to outcap first, but if you have to fight it, or if you want to take it out in a squall, then obviously you need a heavy fighter, but you also need a technique. So try to attack from above or below, where is the blind spot in the defense. So that have to be right on top or right below, exactly. Theoretically that can be easy, but in practice, if the bomber player is a good, aware player and actively maneuver to defend himself and position himself to engage you with the tail gunners, then it's extremely difficult. Now, the last question was, is it really worth the money? It's so difficult question because on one hand, yes, it's a very good machine, but the price very high, so it's not a typical tier 8 price. And you have to think about this, like, if you're not a bomber pilot, like, how long you gonna play this? How long it's gonna take to get you boring to fly this one bomber? For me, it's just a toy. I get boring quickly, specifically when I fly bombers, but on the other hand, I don't really regret. I get this present because I bought it in a set with tier 9 light fighter and 20,000 gold on it, so I spent like over 60 euro. I can't remember how much was it exactly anyway, but look, that was good offer in my opinion, because the B-29c goes on his own for around 44 euro. So basically for 20 euro I get 20,000 gold and tier 9 light fighter. So that's how I justified that to myself anyway. But anyway, yeah, so I would say it's worth the price, and in the end you get really powerful machine, easy to handle, easy to do good results in it. Now, as you see now, like, if I'm not gonna get surprised, or there's no like couple of those enemy planes attacking me at once, or I'm not on low HP, or just pay attention to me up and I just turn my back to this P61, he have no chance basically. I killed many of those P61s during my 17 battles, I guess, so far. I have I have 100% of win rate so far, like 17 wins, that's it. But and this is going up against players, it's not like 2 against 2, it's just 5 or 7 players per team. And I did a few battles in a flight with very good player, but most of them I did myself, and I still can win the battles quite easily. I feel I control the battlefield, I have huge impact to the battle basically in this plane. And I'm still learning of this plane, guys, so whatever you see here, I know it's not perfect all the time. I get myself here into trouble quite often, and even though I'm making very good results in this plane, like in here, I spot them too late, I get ambushed by 2 planes and I wasn't full HP, so that's not how you defend this machine, yeah. But the main goal was here to capture this particular sector, and that's been achieved, so that's a success, yeah. But I'm sure that there's plenty of other players on this bomber which can do much better results. Okay guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you like it and found it useful. If so, please leave me a like and subscribe for future content. And I wish you all the best on Christmas and Happy New Year. Have a good party, and yeah, I probably won't record anything before next year, so see you in 2025 guys. Thank you very much for watching and have a good hunting.